Hello and welcome back to Movie Farm. As you can see, we've got a light sprinkling of snow, which is strange because snow is turned off. So this is a little bit worrying. I have snow turned off because, every time I've had it snow so far in FS25, it's stuck around until midsummer and hasn't melted. So we'll see what happens here. Now, I started early. After the last episode, I went and I collected up all my bales. I put some bits in Discord about it. I was going to do it all manually. I did one bale load and then decided it was going to take way too long. I'd run out of time, and I leased a autonomous bale loader. I did take some screenshots, so I'll try and pop them up here for you. A little bit of the work being done. So that's sort of what I did, and it pretty much took all day. I then had a little bit of time in the afternoon, evening, and I started to subsoil the meadows because we're going to try and get some fertilizer and some lime down on these and have these done good and ready. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right texture, so I shall be letting VR know about that. I've let him know about an issue that I had with the hedges previously, so we're going to look into that. But yeah, I forgot to do a few other things as well. I forgot to pay back some money on the loan, so we need to do that today. And I'm a little bit worried about this. Well, not worried about it, it's not going to affect it really. A little bit annoyed about the snow falling because I still have a field of hay bales to get in, because I've got the hay on the farthest field to still bring in. I was going to do that today once we've got a few of these fields turned over to try and mix up the workload. But I'm gonna crack on and get this field done, and then I'll meet you guys up at the farm, and we'll sort of have a look at what's been going on a little better, sort out the finances, and talk about our plans. So that's those first two meadows subsoiled. And back at the farm, you can see we've got quite a nice stack of bales coming along here. Yeah, I did have to give in to stacking these and bringing them in with the autonomous, not naughty auto stack tray. We set to go around and collect them properly, but still, it would have just taken me way too long, I think, to bring them all in. But what I wanted to check is if they are all silage, and it is down the bottom there. We've not got any grass, so we can sell 100 of these silage bales and make ourselves a fair few pennies. If we check in our stock checker, we can also see that we have our oat, which is currently worth 75 grand. Hold on to it another month and we could get 78. All of our silage is saying it's worth 261. So we're going to get a fair amount when we sell 100 bales. And I'm pretty sure we'll get more with bales than you do for loose. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. But while we're here, we're going to jump into our finances. And you see, we're not making any money. Still not making any money. But we do need to repay. So we were going to pay back 5 grand. Where is our income? Yeah. So we made like 10 for some reason. I'm not quite sure. We made a little extra on. But we were going to pay back 5 grand off of 8, so I think we're going to pay back 10 grand off of this, was now 18. So there we go, 10 grand repaid. Slowly but surely the debt will go down. It's now 4,985,000. We've paid back 15 grand. So I've quickly cleared the bags and pallets that were on the red rock, just drove it through, and they're now stored in here. And oh no, I've not left space to get the the Merlot out. Okay, disastrous. We're gonna have to yeah, we'll get this out. But we're gonna try and stack. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get all 20 on here. I don't think I am. It might be a case of maybe 16, 18. I'm doing my best to get as many bales on there and get them delivered. So we'll get started with that. But I'm gonna yeah, have to try and sort this out. I'm really hoping that the loading trigger is right inside the shed, because if not, every time I push these forward and pick them up, they're gonna go back into storage. So I've got to be careful with them. Do my best. This is probably going to take a little while as well, but I mean, it's not that it's not a massive rush. It's just that we do have bales to bring in still. But I'd like to get done this month. Really, I'd like to have had it done, but without this snow. And we do have the large field over there still to subsoil, and then the hay meadow still needs subsoiling, and the meadow that we double cut, that still needs subsoiling. So I've got a lot of subsoiling to do, and that's not quick work. So that's sort of where my concern about time is. But we'll do our best to get as many of these on here as possible. Now, they probably should be going on their side and not stacking on top, but that's the way they're coming out of storage, so that's the way they're going to have to go on the trailer. I think that's a little bit over. Should we have a little look on the camera? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think we can take that. This is me after all. We can take that. We'll give them a little push if they need one. Right. Let's get this trailer stacked. Well, we managed to get all 20 on, surprisingly, all 20 on without any real issue. So hopefully the other 80 will load up like that, and that'll be nice and easy. So we'll see how much we get for this first lot. Now there is, at the moment anyway, there is an invisible object somewhere in this cell trigger, so we do have to be careful. It's pretty much where the straw texture is. So we'll see if we can sell these off the trailer. Hopefully they'll go in. They will. Oh, some of them fell off. That is a shame. Is it going to take any more? This is not going as smooth as we hoped. Yeah, unfortunately, the as you can see, the invisible object is stopping us from putting our trailer in the cell trigger. So I'm just going to have to naughty these in. I'll probably, this is going to look like this. I'll sell the rest of them and sort of show you the money we make. Now I predicted sort of 1,000, I think it was like 1,250, I think I said we'd make per bale. And we're getting 1,360. So we're making a little bit more. So off that first load, we've got over 25 grand. And we've got, well, we got 4 more of these to come. Nice. So we've got our final 20 bales on, and we're already up to 106,000 from our sales. So it's nice and profitable. It has taken a fair bit of time. It is nearly 2 o'clock, and I would like to get one more field subsoil today. So I'm going to try and tackle the smaller one. Although it's not that small. It's the one that had all the bales on it. It's a fair size. Alright, see if we can get that sort of side on, maybe. That'd be nice. Then I just sort of peel them off. Having to take them off manually myself has added to time, but it is what it is. You know, the map is still in beta testing. People need to remember this and find issues. A lot of the issues have already been reported and are being worked on. I'm trying to keep the Discord up to date for VR Modern, with people knowing what is being worked on, what isn't. There is a list under the announcements page of what has already been brought up and what's been worked on. The original upload to Giants has entered testing. By the time this comes out, it might have finished its first round of testing. It will fail because it's not even this version that they've got, but it's just to check on other things that obviously as players beta testing that we don't see. But we've made a fair bit of money, 132 grand we've made, so I'm going to pay back. I might pay back the 85. It's a lot, but it's going to help bring down some of the repayment a little bit, I think. It's more than I was initially planning, but we've now paid back 100 grand, which is a good start. And that still leaves us with 317,000 in the bank, which isn't bad. I wouldn't grumble. It's not a massive amount for a farm, but it's a good start. Plus, we still have the, was it 75 grand to come from selling the oats next month. So we'll probably give about 30 of that to the bank to pay off the debt. So we're getting into it. We're getting into it, and this is still, you know, year one. This is our starting year, and we're cutting into it. We're doing all right. But I want to just try and crack on and get this large meadow seen to, and then early tomorrow morning I want to be able to head out to the other meadow and bring in the hay bales that's still sitting out there. I probably should do that now, but I'm just trying to break the work up a little bit, because if not, it's all bales and then all subsoiling. So try to do a little bit of each, since we've got a fair bit of both to do. But yeah, we've still got hay bales to get in out there. I need to get this done, and then once I've got those hay bales in, I can turn that meadow over, and then we'll need to turn this big one over, which might be, since it'll just be a lot of subsoiling, I might do that one off screen. So maybe January 1 I'll do that all myself, and then bring you guys in for January 2 for the sale. And that might be how that goes. Anyway, let's concentrate on December still. Got a lot of work to do. So yeah, I shall crack on with this. It's going to take me a while anyway. I'll keep going. I'll probably keep going until dark, see where we're at, and then get back to you guys on how things are going. Probably in the morning. That's what I'll do. Let's say that. I'll see you in the morning. So, good morning, good morning. Last night we kept going until around about 6 o'clock, a little bit before 6. It got pretty dark. As you see, it's still dark at nearly 8 o'clock in the morning. But I got a good chunk of the meadow subsoiled. It's not finished. We'll get back to that later. But I think what I'd like to do is jump back in the Merlot, like I was saying, and bring the... Oh, I left the... Left the beacons on. Right. Yeah, so we'll jump into Merlot. Get some lights on here. And we are going to go and get our hay bales in. Now, it's only like the next meadow down, and there shouldn't be hundreds of them. I can't remember exactly how many there are. It was a good few days ago now that I did it. But there shouldn't be too many. Also today, we really should be selling our milk. I did say we were going to do that as frequent as I remember. Every other month, I think, was sort of what we went with, because we're not producing a great deal. So once we got these bales in, we'll go and sell our milk. That'll be another little bit of money in the pocket. Sitting at 314,000. So yeah, this is our hay bales. We still need to subsoil this one as well. Before the day is out, we'll take a look at the map as well and check our fertilise, our lime and things like that, see what sort of state the fields are in. I think one of the ones that I subsoiled already got double fertilisation off it, so that's pretty cool. But I think that was the only one that had some grass growing on it. It had already gone to its next growth stage. Obviously they're rolling into December, all the grass has died off, so it doesn't count as there being a crop that's sort of getting cultivated in, as it were. Now it's still going to take me a little minute to bring all these in. There are quite a few pairs. I think it's a single or two that I didn't manage to pair up. Oh, sun's up, lovely. But it doesn't take long to run back and forwards doing this, and I quite like doing it. I'm not going to lie. Last time I had a lot of fun. Apart from when I clipped the post and fired my bales off into the neighbour's farm. Hazelwood, or whatever it's called. Hazelwood Farm got a few bonus bales. We might even stick... I do need to get round to making some TMR mix now that we've got silage. We've got silage, got the hay, and we've got a bit of straw. So I do need to get round to mixing up some TMR for the cows. They'll produce a little bit better. They'll be happier. I'm not sure if that'll hurry along their reproduction. I don't think so. But they'll be happier. They'll be healthier. And I also, because I haven't done it yet, I need to find out where the straw bedding goes in, and we need to get a straw blower, or see if we can add straw bedding via the feeder wagon. Depends on where the trigger is. Perhaps I'll have a little look for that. Oh, green. Can't remember which shed it's in. I'm imagining, I am assuming, as one does sometimes, if I fire in from here, it'll be all good. So how much... Plenty of feed. How much milk have they got? I like to look from here. I know we can go into the menus, but I do like to look from here. So 4,000? That's not bad. Again, they get milked at 6 a.m, 6 p.m, so we've had the morning milking. So, yeah, once we got these bales in, we can go and sell some milk. Now, we had a new mod arrive today. I'm recording this on Thursday the 6th. We had a new mod arrive today. The financing mod, which is a little bit like lease to own, hire purchase. I might add that in, but I want to just check some things with it first. Number one, is it compatible with the leasing mod that we already have? Because we've got the advanced leasing mod, so we only pay for damage and dirt rather than that massive payout for like the machine every time. And plus obviously usage, the hours that we clock up we pay for, but we get the initial large payment back as deposit. So if that's compatible with this, we'll run that. And I just need to check, because it seems a little bit more detailed than previous lease to own. Because lease to own was like an automatic thing. It just, you know, you paid it until, or you paid the leasing until you paid the cost of the tool or the machine, the vehicle, whatever. Whereas financing, you get to pick how long the payments are for. I think it's like 6, 9, 12, 24 months, something like that. And then, from reading the description, it looks like you have to manually make the payments each month. And that's what I want to check. Because that's something I'll probably forget. And if you miss a payment, it adds 5% to the the overall leasing cost for every missed payment. Then if you miss the final payment date, so if you go over, then the the vehicle could be repossessed. Even though you may have paid 90% of it, it'll be repossessed if you haven't paid it all up on time. So yeah, that could be interesting. Whether we add that in for this, or maybe save it for a future series, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll look into that. That looks cool. One that doesn't. I like those sort of mods. There's been a few mods that have come out recently. I haven't been on top of my mod first look videos because I've been trying to do parts of this in the background, and that's my time is very limited at the minute. So I can only sort of do one or the other. Plus I'm trying to get my member series sorted so I can get that started for those guys. So massive shout out to the members. You guys are awesome. If you want to support the channel, you can. Membership starts at 99 pence. Just click the join button below, and when the member content comes out, you'll have access to that and anything else that I do. And you have my gratitude as well, which is what it's all about. I'm also feeling a little bit less pressure on getting the subsoiling done, because while I was subsoiling, I remembered that in January we were going to be switching up to 3-day months, just to give us a little bit more time to get things done, because the land is large and the tools are, you know, not massive. So we're going to give ourselves that little extra time. We'll stay at ×5 speed and just put an extra day in and see how that feels. And then if we're all done in a month, say like on day 2, then we can just sort of sleep through day 3 and progress on. Or that might be when we start to see if we can find a little contract somewhere and make a little extra money somehow. I've still not done any of those pick up the logs and deliver jobs, so maybe we'll see how that works on here. Maybe there'll be one of these farms will have some logs around the back, and we can see if we can pick them up if we've got the if we've got a tool to do it. If we get ourselves a manure fork or a manure grab, then we should be able to pick up a log with the Merlot. So we could possibly facilitate a little log manoeuvring. But we've still got quite a few of these bales to bring in, so I'll crack on with it. So I believe we've got 4 more bales to scoop up. 2 loads. We've still got the header up here as well. That needs to go back to the farm at some point. We'll see if we can stick that on the back hitch here. I think we can. There we go. But yeah, it's not too long. It's 10 o'clock, so a few hours in game to clear this field. Like I said, I think if I was to do it with the trailer, like bring the trailer down, load the trailer up, take the trailer back, unload it probably, unless there's room to just back it up and have the more magic into the shed. I think it'd take about the same, so. And I quite enjoy just hossing about doing this. It's fun. It's what it's about. Plus we get that beautiful view on a regular basis. Although everything's gone a bit brown now, being winter. But still a beautiful view. It's not going too bad. So once we've got these in, we shall be doing our milk run. I think with that, then the rest of the farm is pretty good. So we can check the chicken feed, actually. We'll make sure that they're fed, because it's probably been a while. And we may even have chickens to sell. I can't remember for the life of me what I said the plan was with the chickens. I think it was once we get to 300, sell 100. Something like that. Because we had 100 and it jumped to 200. I'm sure I said when we get to 300 we'll sell the oldest 100 and then get the eggs from those that remain. Also need to check how many eggs we've got as well. Haven't really looked at that. So a few little jobs to try and mix it up. I might just stack the eggs until there's quite a lot, and then do like a hefty sale with that. I don't know. If we're selling the milk regular, should we be selling the eggs regular? Let me know in the comments. Give us a bit of feedback. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Also, is anyone else playing the Moss Valley beta? Still. You know, with Calmston out, a lot of people went there. I've had a little play myself. I think much like I did with 22, I played Calmston for myself at a really slow pace. We did have it on a multiplayer server as well. When things get smoother and are up and running at a better rate over here, we'll look to do some multiplayer again, because that was quite fun with the guys. So can we lift that up? We can. Beautiful. A little tidy up. I have to remember that I'm longer now. Probably clip on some for this time, and the last bales will be the ones that fly off into someone's farm or field. Take it easy. Oh, told you. Caught on that bloomin' post. 3 minutes of argy-bargy later, and we are free. Oh dear. Never mind, it had all gone so smooth as well, so you know, it was inevitable that we were going to get stuck. It had to happen. Get them in there. Probably just drop this off down here. Probably move it somewhere else later, once we've done a little bit of shunting. We do like a little bit of shunting. Alright. Park the Merlot away. So as you can see, we've got quite an eclectic mix of products here going on, and not a lot really. We've got our bales. So what have we got? We've got 158 items. So we've got straw bales, we've got one small, and we've got 33 large straw bales. Hay bales, we've got 58 now. We've got 51 silage bales, so that's not bad for our TMR when we want to do that. Also, we've got 50. We've got 56 because we've got one there as well from a different different batch. I think they were the ones that went in first, that were already fermented before I got them there, and the others went in as grass and then turned. So right. Massey. Get the Massey on, do the milk. That's what we want. Pick this up. And like before, this is the naughty liquid trailer, but it's just handy in case you have to move a lot of fluids about. And then we gather our milk by one of these doors. If I remember rightly, it is here. So let's see. Buffalo milk. 4,300 litres. And let's get this down to the dairy to sell. And Robin's Dairy is just here in front of us. I forgot to check on the stock checker what the milk was worth. Not a great deal, but a little something is better than nothing. So if we can... Ooh. Back ourselves up a little bit. Oh, ooh. There we go. We're on. We're on. It's 10 grand. Nearly 10 grand. Wow. That's good. That is good. There you go. Should we pay back some of the debt with that? I think we probably should. That was nearly 10, so we'll pay back for another 5. So back in the finances. It's getting late. There we go. So the debt is down to 4.895 million. It's getting there. And I believe that puts us at 115 grand debt repayment for this month alone, which is good. And obviously, we're not going to be able to do that every month because we've just not got that money. But next month, probably pay off another 35 grand. So if we get sort of 75, 80,000 for our oats, it's another tiny dent in the massive debt. But we're getting there. getting there already. I'm pleased with that progress. So I'm going to spend the rest of today subsoiling this meadow. Then I'll go over and subsoil what was the hay meadow, and then I'm hoping I can get both of them done. And then January 1, I will spend all of that in that field there, getting that one subsoiled, and I'll do all that off screen, just sort of help progress things along. Or I'll do most of that off screen to help progress things along, but there's every chance that I don't get that field finished in one day. It is rather large, and I'm not going to be using workers. I'm not going to have it run in the background or anything like that. I've got to do it, so I've got to find the time to do it as well. But yeah, that's our first. It's not a full year, but it's our first year pretty much in the bag. I will remember to tick over to 3-day months as well, so that comes into effect for January. And yeah, I won't do it now. I'll do it just before I leave. But I would again just like to say a massive thank you for the support. Again, apologies that it's not as frequent a content as I would like to be putting out. It is unfortunate, makes this sound trivial. It's unfortunate that just as I'm now getting over my illness, we've had some bad news within the family, and there's a more serious illness. So, you know, that may take some sort of precedent. I don't know. We'll see how things go there. But, yeah, if you're in the Discord, you might have seen it today. On Thursday the 6th today, my mum was diagnosed with cancer. She's got to go in for some more tests to see the sort of severity of it and work on a plan for hopefully treatment. But yeah, so you know that may take me away from here, as I'm sure many of you will understand. But I will try and carry on with this. Again, if I focus on this, that means we're not doing the mods. If there's some that really come out I really want to jump on, I'll try and do it. But I've got other things as well that I've been trying to get started up, be it member content here, and also trying to get my second channel ready to go again for variety gaming. So yeah, feeling a bit stretched, and then you know, family things. So yeah, I do appreciate the support over here. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I just wish I could be a little bit more consistent for you right now, and it's just not possible. But I will try my best to get this series going and have it out as frequently as possible. I was only just saying the other day that I really want to get the SnowRunner up and running again, and Roadcraft comes out later this year, and I want to get that on the channel as well. So, you know, there's a lot, but it just sort of priorities have to be set. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. If you feel so inclined to offer some more support, hit the join button. Membership starts at £1.99 is all it is. Drop me a comment, drop me some feedback. Let's say anything you want to add or see, or us to try and do, or your time spent with FS25, or more specifically here on Moss Valley. But hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.